Hello everyone, thank you for coming to our town hall regarding the proposed 4-day week calendar. The Iron County Board of Education is considering two calendars. One is the traditional calendar that we have had for many years. The difference this year is that another calendar is also being proposed, a 4-day school week calendar. We've had a lot of questions about how the idea of a 4-day school week came up. It all started a few months ago when the Utah State Tax Commission did not certify the tax rate that was approved by the school board in August. That, added to the failed bond proposals in 2023 and 2024, had board members considering ways to achieve a cost savings. Board members asked district administration to look into a 4-day school week. Although cost savings was the initial reason for looking into the 4-day school week, it appears, according to research and conversations with other districts that have implemented the 4-day school week, that long-term cost savings is not necessarily realized by implementing the 4-day school week. In our situation, there would likely be significant short-term savings if the district decides to withhold the customary cost of living adjustment for employees. If this were to occur for next school year, the district could save up to $1,400,000. That's the equivalent of a 2% increase on the salaries. Withholding this due to teachers working fewer days is a short-term savings, but would no longer be a savings after that. This cost savings is only associated with the 4-day week loosely because teachers would work fewer days. While looking into the 4-day week, we were made aware of some other possible benefits that the board was interested in as well. Districts adopting a 4-day school week have experienced value in the increase in family time. There would also be greater A-day, B-day alignment for high schools. This type of schedule would align well with our partners such as SUU and Southwest Tech. Many of our athletic events are happening on Fridays. A 4-day school week eliminates the need for students to miss school for Friday activities. Additionally, Fridays are our least attended days. For example, in elementary schools, Wednesday attendance is 93.5%. That attendance percentage drops to 89.6% on Fridays. That's a difference of approximately 180 students. Essentially, we have 180 more elementary students attending on Wednesdays than we do on Fridays. Eliminating Fridays would impact the amount of school that is missed for many students. There were enough interesting aspects to a 4-day school week to encourage the board to ask for a quick survey of parents and staff members. This was done, and the results were interesting. By the end of the survey window, about 67% of parents were in favor, and about 71% of staff members were in favor. This made the board even more curious and resulted in this town hall meeting and other steps. The survey asked for comments, and many people provided comments. Some comments were for and some against. Here are the areas that came out of an analysis of the comments. First, the pros, or positives, about the 4-day school week. They included A-day and B-day schedule alignment, family and work-life balance, improved mental health of students and staff, improved attendance, teacher morale, recruitment and retention, and Fridays are already half days, and some see them as being less effective. There were cons or negative aspects of the 4-day week that were also shared. These were first and foremost, and the most commonly shared comment was about childcare, daycare challenges. Then there was loss of school meals, possible impact on student learning, unsupervised teens on Fridays, and concerns about a possible salary freeze for 1 year, and possible loss of hours for hourly employees. Here is what the proposed 4-day school week calendar looks like. The days in red are vacation days. Notice that these are limited to Labor Day, Thanksgiving, Christmas, and spring break. Days like Martin Luther King Day, President's Day, and the Monday fall break are no longer vacation days. This, along with starting school on a Monday and other adjustments, allow us to trade many of the half-day Fridays for full days, thus lessening the impact on instruction time. The light blue days are Fridays that the teachers would be working in order to collaborate and prepare. Under the proposed calendar, elementary schools would continue to start at 8:55 a.m. and they would end at 3:50 p.m. This is an increase of 20 minutes per day. We are still looking into the impact of this schedule on busing. There is a possibility that we would need to extend the day by 5 more minutes to allow buses to get to elementary schools after delivering middle school and high school students. This has not yet been determined. Middle school would continue to start at 8 o'clock a.m. and end at 3:10 p.m. This is an increase of 35 minutes per day. High schools would continue to start at 7:50 a.m. and end at 3:05 p.m. This is an increase of 20 minutes per day. Here's a comparison of the two calendars. The number of days with students in school is currently 177, and it would be 156 for the 4-day school week. Obviously, there would be a lot fewer half-day Fridays, 33 fewer. The only Friday on the 4-day schedule is the last day of school. Several Mondays that are holiday or vacation days in the current calendar would be school days on the proposed 4-day school week calendar. This trade-off of full days for half days helps to keep instructional hours. The school year starts 2 days earlier on a 4-day school week and gets out 1 day later. We were somewhat surprised when we examined just instruction time. This is time that students are in their classes learning. It doesn't count PD days, and it doesn't count passing time or lunch every day. This is just time in class. In the elementary schools, the current calendar provides 1,008 hours of actual instruction time. Under the 4-day school week calendar, this drops by 7 hours to 1,001 hours. For middle school, the change is positive, going from 950 hours to 985. This is because currently middle school starts after the high school and gets out before the high school, making their day the shortest. The new structure would correct that and lead to an additional 35 hours of instruction over what they are currently getting. For high schools, the change is from 983 hours to 975 hours, a reduction of 8 hours. A new and more professional survey will be conducted. Within the next few days, parents will see an email with an individualized, unique link. This survey is short and to the point, but makes the data much more valid and reliable. Since the board is using this data to make an important decision, they want to be able to completely trust the results. Please watch for this short survey in your email inbox. Again, the school board is considering two calendars, the traditional current calendar structure and the 4-day school week calendar. The current plan is for the board to vote on the 2026-2027 calendar in January. This town hall gives you an opportunity to share your thoughts. Thank you for letting us know what you think about these options.